We learned elsewhere, if we cut it into separate tiles, placing sand between each tile, Rabbi Eliezer declared it clean, and the sages declared it unclean, and this was the oven of Aknai. Why Aknai? Said Rav Yehuda in Samuel's name. It means that they encompassed it with arguments as a snake and proved it unclean. It has been taught, on that day, Rabbi Eliezer brought forward all the imaginable arguments. But they, the sages, did not accept. Said he to them, if the halakha agrees with me, let this carob tree prove it. Thereupon the carob tree was torn 100 cubits out of its place. Others say 400 cubits. No proof can be brought from the carob tree, they retorted. Again he said to them, if the halakha agrees with me, let the stream of water prove it. Whereupon the stream of water flowed backwards. No proof can be brought from a stream of water, they rejoined. Again he argued, if the halakha agrees with me, let the walls of the schoolhouse prove it. Whereupon the walls inclined to fall. But Rabbi Joshua rebuked them, saying, when scholars are engaged in a halakhic dispute, what have ye to interfere? Hence they did not fall in honor of Rabbi Joshua, nor did they resume their pride in honor of Rabbi Eliezer, and they are still standing thus inclined. Again he said to them, if the halakha agrees with me, let it be proved from heaven. Whereupon a heavenly voice cried out, why do ye dispute with Rabbi Eliezer, seeing that in all matters the halakha agrees with him? But Rabbi Joshua arose and exclaimed, it is not in heaven. What did he mean by this? Said Rabbi Jeremiah, that the Torah had already been given at Mount Sinai. We pay no attention to heavenly voice, because thou hast long since written in the Torah at Mount Sinai, after the majority must one incline. Rabbi Nathan met Elijah and asked him, what did the Holy One, blessed be he, do in that hour? He laughed, he replied, saying, my sons have defeated me. My sons have defeated me. It was said, on that day, all objects which Rabbi Eliezer had declared clean were brought and burned in fire. Then they took a vote and excommunicated him. Said they, who shall go and inform him? I will go, said Rabbi Akiva. Lest an unsuitable person go and inform him, and thus destroy the whole world. What did Rabbi Akiva do? He donned black garments and wrapped himself in black, and sat at a distance of 4 cubits from him. Akiva, said Rabbi Eliezer to him, what has particularly happened today? Master, he replied, it appears to me that thy companions hold aloof from thee. Thereupon he too rent his garments, put off his shoes, removed his seat, and sat on the earth, whilst tears streamed from his eyes. The world was then smitten, a third of the olive crop, a third of the wheat, and a third of the barley crop. Some say the dough in women's hands swelled up. Etana taught, great was the calamity that befell that day, for everything at which Rabbi Eliezer cast his eyes was burned up. Rabban Gamliel too was traveling in a ship, when a huge wave arose to drown him. It appears to me, he reflected, that this is on account of none other but Rabbi Eliezer ben Horkanus. Thereupon he arose and exclaimed, Sovereign of the universe, thou knowest full well that I have not acted for my honor, nor for the honor of my paternal house, but for thine, so that strife may not multiply in Israel. At that, the raging sea subsided. Ima Shalom was Rabbi Eliezer's wife and sister to Rabban Gamliel. From the time of this incident onwards, she did not permit him to fall upon his face. Now a certain day happened to be new moon, but she mistook a full month for a defective one. Others say a poor man came and stood at the door, and she took out some bread to him. On her return, she found him fallen on his face. Arise, she cried out to him, thou hast slain my brother. In the meanwhile, an announcement was made from the house of Rabban Gamliel that he had died. Whence dost thou know it? He questioned her. I have this tradition from my father's house. All gates are locked, excepting the gates of wounded feelings.